Hey, it's Matt with Mage. This is our weekly feature callout series where I discuss the latest and greatest in Mage, new tips and tricks that I think can help you build the best data engineering pipelines possible. Today I'm talking about replica blocks, which is a bit of a mouthful for me to say, but I'm going to do my best. And replica blocks just allow us to create replicas of existing blocks, which blocks are the atomic pieces of code in Mage that define a data pipeline. So on the right here, I have a pipeline. I'm defining the seed data here, where I'm just returning a list with 0 and 1. And then I have a block here that takes the last two elements in the list, adds them, and then appends that. So if you're not familiar, this is a Fibonacci sequence. But to add a replica block in Mage, all we do is click the three dot icon and select a replicate block. So we'll call this sequence. It's hard to type and talk, I tell you. These are the difficulties that I live with. Sequence again, we're going to add that and just attach it to our sequence block. And so now this is replicated from sequence, and when we run this, it's going to take our output and perform the sequence, just like that. And so we can do this arbitrarily as many times as we'd like. For example, if we replicate the block again, sequence, QENCE. I'm sure I'm going to make a typo at some point if I already haven't, but this is live demos, so what can you do? We can do the same thing and run, oh, that one's up here. Run it again, so now we have yet another Fibonacci element, and we can do that arbitrarily as many times as we want, right? And you might be thinking, okay, Matt, like, I already have the code. Why don't I just create a for loop? Well, you could imagine having a DAG where you're performing a certain action, but then the context changes, and you want to go back and perform a block that you already adjusted. With pipeline variables in Mage, you could use a replica block, change a pipeline variable, and then execute the same logic with that changed variable using this replica functionality. So in that sense, it kind of unlocks some pretty neat data engineering workflows. And if you start using replica blocks in combination with conditionals, which is another video that we'll be releasing shortly, and even some of our other dynamic blocks, things like that, you can get some pretty cool data engineering logic out of the box. So I'm Matt with Mage. This is Replica Blocks, and I'll catch you next time.